Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Fraser Field for a chilly afternoon baseball game. 4 o'clock start, and we're just about underway here. This is visiting Somerville Highlanders against the Lynn English Bulldogs. Second game of the season for Lynn English. They won a opening night gem, 2-0. Shut out Malden with Dax Billingsley on the mound. And this is Devin Curley, hoping to extend their winning streak to 2, just underway. This is Gus Hawkins leading off for Somerville. Swing and a miss. And quickly, Devin Curley is ahead on the count, 0-2. Looks in. And a kind of excuse me swing. The throw over. And 1 up, 1 down. That's Wilbur Rosario to Briston Maynard for the putout. And so 1 up, 1 down. That'll bring up number 2. That's Luke Sargent. So temperatures about 42, 43 degrees. Another late swing, and Maynard able to glove it in foul territory. You're only about low 40s here, and fortunately we got the early game today. At least it's daytime. It'll be really cold tonight for the 7 o'clock game. So we're all even. Counts 1-1. For English, this Curley on the mound. Our catcher is Alex Rodriguez. Came back to play for Lynn English. Rodriguez behind the plate. Once again, woof. They're late on their swings, and that one just hit the lip of the dugout as he sent his teammates flying. It's a good thing they're all alert. Over at first, Briston Maynard. Second is Wilbur Rosario. The shortstop is Joe Marmoretta. And over at third is Billy Allen, who last year did some catching. I don't know about this year. Once again, so fouls it off to the right side. So every ball that's been hit has been hit to the opposite field. Most of them have been foul. The one out here was a grounder 2-2. 2 strikes, 1-2 the count on Sargent. Curley looks in. Swing and a miss. Goes down swinging. So 2 up, 2 down. And this is Josh Santos trying to get something going here for Somerville. In the outfield for Lynn English, over in left field, that's Rafi Rojas. In center, Julio Figueroa. And in right field, Eric Ubri. In the DH will be Juan Suburvi. Right on the corner, nice pitch by Curley. Outfield, kind of shallow. Big gap between center and left. Top of the first here, a little changeup. Let's see, Allen, nice play as Allen charges it and throws him out. So 3 up, 3 down at the end of 1/2 here at Fraser Field. It's Somerville nothing and English coming to bat. So as Somerville finishes their infield warm-ups and a couple more warm-up pitches, and we're getting ready for the Bulldogs. Their leadoff hitter is Wilbur Rosario, who started out Monday's win with a leadoff triple and came around to score. Looked like there might be a lot of scoring, but there were actually only 1 other run as English shut out Malden 2-0. So Rosario getting ready to head to the plate to start this one off. Lynn English with a new manager this year. That's Doug Mullins. He takes over for Joe Caponegro, longtime coach, who retired last year, and this is Doug Mullins' first season, and he's undefeated, 1-0 right now, as Rosario strides to the plate. And here we go, bottom of the first, no score. A lot of noise coming out of the Lynn English dugout. You can hear it from here probably, outside. So, cold, but not too bad right now. A little bit of a wind, but it seems like it's died down. And my camera person told me on the way over it wasn't cold, it was just windy. So high 2-0 as Rosario with speed just wants to get on base. That's over. Count is 2-1 on the leadoff hitter here with Jomar Moretta on deck. He'll be followed by Briston Maynard. Looks in the pitch, and that is fouled straight back. So 2-2, the count after falling behind 2-0. Let's see who we got on the mound for Somerville. This is pitcher is Brandon Dubuque. He's come back. We'll set the lineup for Somerville in a minute here. Changeup is high, and the count goes full for Somerville. Over at behind the plate, we got Nolan Roach as Dubuque looks in. Full count. Once again, fouls it straight back as Rosario working the count. So we have Roach behind the plate. Over at first, Dylan Zrakit. At second, Luke Sargent. Shortstop, Gus Hawkins. And over at third is Kevin Kamara. Swing and a miss. And Rosario goes down. High, hard one. And in the outfield for Somerville, over in left field, that is Josh Santos. In center, Sam Bardunas. And over in right, Manny Diaz. The DH is Austin Pacheco as Jomar Moretta steps in. One out. Nice off-speed pitch for a strike. And Somerville is coached by Tim Dunphy. High, 1-1 the count. One down, no score here. First inning. Low. 2-1 as Dubuque, a little wild here and giving his catcher a workout. That one was low. Fell behind Rosario 2-0, and then count went full before he threw one by him. Laid off it. Good eye by Moretta. Count is 3-1. The windup. Once again, fouled straight back. That's our third. Three and two the count. So they've already lost 3 baseballs up top there. I heard the umpire saying, get some baseballs ready. Straight up. And Roach didn't see it. And nope, he missed it. He didn't catch it quick enough, and he kind of was fumbling trying to find that ball, and then reached out and it bounced off his glove. So Moretta gets a second life there. That'd be an error on Roach, the catcher. Ball 4, and so Moretta makes him pay there. Should have been out, but one runner on, one out, and number 3 hitter Briston Maynard, the lefty. High and outside. We'll keep an eye on Moretta, who may think about stealing. Billy Allen on deck. 2 good hitters here as Moretta takes the lead. Nice pitch. 1-1 the count. 1 down. As Moretta scampers back to first. The ball's hit sharply, but right at short. The throw over, double play. Nice play by the shortstop as he handled it himself, stepped on second, throw over to first for the double play. Ball was hit right on the money, but right at the shortstop. So, no score for English. At the end of 1 complete, it's 0-0. Okay, so here in the second, top of the second, no score. No hits for either team yet. For Somerville, it'll be the number 4, 5, and 6 hitters. This is number 15, Kevin Kamara, followed by Dylan Zrakit and Sam Bardunas, I believe that's how it's pronounced. As the Lynn English infield comes a little confab with Devin Curley, the pitcher, and Kamara steps in. And here we go. Oh, as the ump, that's ball 1, as it looked like he might have gone around, and he looked down at first, the ump at first, who said no. So 1-0 the count. That ball is hit on the line, but right at the left fielder. Nice. Well hit, but stroked right at the left fielder. And that'll bring up Zrakit, Dylan Zrakit, 1 down. Ground ball up the middle. Fielded nicely by Rosario. The long throw, and Maynard digs it out nicely. Throw was in the dirt, and Maynard, with the long arms, long legs, was able to stretch and make the put out. So Zrakit, a nice tempo as this game is moving right along here. Pitch is putting the ball over the plate. This is Bardunas for his first at bat. 2 outs. Nice pitch, off-speed pitch on the corner. As the shortstop, Moretta, playing him to pull. Now he moves back about regular depth. Little low. 1-1 the count. Now they're playing pretty much straight away. Moretta started way over by third, but now they're playing pretty much straight away here. Fouled back. Let's see. Maynard with the... Ooh, he got just to the fence. And actually, the gate opened there. But a little too late, and it was just over the fence in right field. So 1-2 on the batter. 2 quick outs here in the top of the second. No score. This is for the Bulldogs. This is their second home game. They opened up on Monday. I believe this is Somerville's first game of the season. Fouled off to the right side. Just got a piece of it. Pitch was probably high, just tipped it. Once again, the off-speed pitch almost got him, but he just got a piece of it. So 2 swings in a row, just barely making contact. Let's see if Curley can get him on this pitch. And he does. Fooled him. So, nice pitching by Devin Curley. 3 up, 3 down. And at the end of 1.5, it's 0-0. So both teams looking for their first hit as Billy Allen comes to the plate. He can hit the ball. He's got power. So looking to get something started here in the bottom of the second for Somerville. Brandon Dubuque, a little wild, but puts the first pitch over. Allen taking that one. 0-1 the count. It'll be Allen, Suburbi, and Figueroa for the Bulldogs here. High and outside. As Dubuque looks like a little bit like Craig Kimbrell. That ball is popped up to the right side. Could be tough though. It might. Nope. As the right fielder, I saw the first baseman running out there, and he couldn't really find the ball. Easier play for the right fielder coming in. So Allen flies out to right. Yeah, this pitcher looks a little like the Red Sox reliever Craig Kimbrell with his arm hanging down like that. I guess he doesn't quite have it at that same angle. Pitches from the stretch. Ooh, swing and a miss as Suburbi was going for the fences there. Had him fooled. This is Juan Suburbi, the DH. Swinging hard. Low. 1-1 the count. 1 out. Nobody on. Playing Suburbi to pull. Shortstop over there. Shaded to third. And he skies one, but in foul territory and out of play as he got in front of that one. Those cars that are parked right along the fence back there, Suburbi can hit it out there. I hope he doesn't. Every now and then you'll see one of them bounce off one of those cars. A home run to left. That time Suburbi fouls it off. Just spoiled that pitch as he just swatted it to the opposite field foul. Looking for something he can drive. Outfield playing pretty shallow here. A big gap there in left center. Swing and a miss, gets away from the catcher, and Juan hustles down there, but not known for his speed. That's okay. Juan's actually in my TV2 class, so he can take it. So, 2 up, 2 down, and this is Julio Figueroa playing center field today. He's plays second and center. Today it's center field. On the corner, nice pitch. Low. Stopped by catcher is Manny Diaz, and Nolan Roach. And he's had a workout here. That ball is foul, just foul in right field. Foul, about 10 feet foul. As Figueroa a little late getting around on it. Looking to get something started here with 2 down. So far it's been a pitcher's game. As I mentioned earlier, it is cool, and early in the season probably the pitchers have an advantage over the hitters. They haven't really gotten loose yet. Swing and a miss at a high hard one, and he blew it by him. So nice pitching by Dubuque there as he fans 2, and no score at the end of 2 complete. It's Somerville nothing and Lynn English nothing. Oh, here we are in the top of the 3rd at Fraser Field here in Lynn as the visiting Somerville Highlanders come up to bat here in the top of the 3rd. This will be the catcher, Nolan Roach, followed by the DH, Austin Pacheco, and the right fielder, Manny Diaz. As Roach steps in, can't miss him with that white batting helmet. He stands out. Little low. Both pitchers really dominating so far. Neither team has a hit yet. The closest to it was in the second inning. Kevin Kamara lined out, and that ball is blooped to short. The long throw over was high, but Maynard had a chance to come down with it. His height has really helped out here as he was able to climb the ladder, grab that one, and land on the base in time for the putout. So Roach goes short over to first, and it's 1 out. 1 up, 1 down, and the DH, Pacheco, Austin Pacheco, steps in. Grounds to 3rd. Easy play by Billy Allen. So quick. 3 pitches, 2 outs here. We like that. And that'll bring up Manny Diaz as Devin Curley. I guess you're not supposed to mention it, so I won't mention it. You're not supposed to. When they don't, I'm going to say it anyway. When they don't get any hits, you're not supposed to talk about it because it's bad luck. We're only in the 3rd inning here, so it's early for that. But so far, it's a no-hitter. That ball is skied up, and it drops in. Nobody could find that ball, including my camera person. Did you? Yep, no one could find it. But the ball was skied in the air, not just near the pitcher's mound. Probably Devin Curley probably had the best shot at it, but it drops in for a hit. That's the first hit of the game, and Somerville has a runner on as Curley quickly over to first, Keep them close. And this is leadoff hitter Gus Hawkins. Runner on first. 2 out. Let's see. And there he goes. There he goes. The throw down. Okay, man on second. As Pacheco took off, Diaz took off, and the throwdown was not in time. He got a big lead, and he's taking another big lead here. Probably won't be going, but let's see. As Rosario steps in, second baseman, and Curley. So no pitch as the ump had called. Hawkins had called time right before the pitch as their first hit of the game, and it wasn't much of a hit. It went straight up in the air and landed about 10 feet from the pitcher's mound. And then Diaz stole second, so in scoring position here. They haven't hit the ball hard, but they're threatening. Swing and a miss. Good pitch by Curley. Curley steps off. A little bit of chatter coming from the Somerville dugout now. Rosario digs. Nice changeup. Curley fields it nicely, and the throw over in time, and they get out of a little bit of a jam here. So Hawkins with a little ground out to the pitcher, and that'll do it as the Bulldogs kind of huddle up over there, getting ready for their at bat here. And Somerville goes down, and at the end of 2.5, it's 0-0. So the bottom of the third here, no score, as this game has been moving along briskly. And we'll have number 8 is Alex Rodriguez, followed by Eric Ubri and Rafi Rojas. Little low. So Somerville threatens in the top of the third. Let's see if English can get something going here, as so far it's been 6 up, 6 down. Called strike on the corner. Nice pitch by by Dubuque. 1-1 the count. And the pitch. Outside. 2-1. High. 3-1 the count, and they did actually have a walk in the first inning, but that runner was eliminated on a double play. Little low, and Rodriguez takes a leadoff walk here. Their second runner of the game. And let's see if English can get something going here with Eric Ubri steps to the plate. Rodriguez not likely to go, but as Ubri, I don't know if he was sacrificing or looked like a sacrifice, trying to move Rodriguez over, but the bunt went foul as Ubri looks over to coach Doug Mullins for the signal. Probably sacrificing on the first pitch, not this time. Ubri being held on here. A little late. Not Ubri, Rodriguez being held on at first. So Eric with 1-2 count. Looking to move that runner over to second into scoring position. Nobody out here. Rodriguez throwing a leadoff walk, and nice pitch. Off-speed pitch on the corner. Had him looking. First called strikeout. Of the game. All the other ones have been swing and miss. Called third strike that time. So 1 down, and that'll bring up Rafi Rojas. Ooh, right on the inside corner. Nice pitch by Dubuque. Leadoff hitter Rosario on deck. As Rodriguez takes a nice lead there. That ball is poked foul into the bleachers to the left side. English looking to get this rally going with that leadoff walk. And excuse me, swing. Gets the lead runner. Nice play there by the third baseman as they get Rodriguez, who does not have a lot of speed. So they get the lead runner here. 2 down, and Rojas replaces Rodriguez at first. And it'll be up to Rosario now. And let's see, Rojas could be running here with 2 down. Not a big lead right now, though. Let's see. No, not much of a lead. But there he goes. And the throw is late as Rojas kind of may have faked out the pitcher a little there. He didn't have much of a lead, maybe only 4 or 5 steps, but as soon as he went into his windup, he took off, stole that on the pitcher. So Rojas in scoring position now. Let's see if Rosario can drive him in. Little low. Pitch. Out in front of it. Out in front of the off-speed pitch. And Roach goes out to consult with his pitcher. 2 strikes on the batter here. And 2 down, runner in scoring position at second base. No score in this game. We're in the bottom of the third. As the wind has died down, and pretty nice day. Dubuque with the pitch. Ooh, on the corner, nice pitches. Had him fooled, just like very similar to the pitch to Eric Ubri. As nice pitching by Dubuque. He has fanned 5 in 3 innings, and leaves a runner stranded at second. And at the end of 3 complete here, it's 0-0. So in the top of the 4th here, Somerville will send up the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. This is Luke Sargent. He struck out in the 1st inning. And Somerville finally broke through with a hit, although really it was a high fly that landed between the pitcher and the third baseman, but counts as a hit. But that was it for them, as Curley was able to end that inning with a little tap back to the mound and tossed out Hawkins. So this is Sargent starting out, leading off the 4th inning here. No score. There are some brave fans out there. Most of them a little low. Most of them huddled up in their winter jackets, and then in the middle of it all is all NEC. I believe he's a defensive end, Emil Rossi, who's over there in shorts. I don't know if that makes me colder or warmer, but Devin Curley just gave up a leadoff walk to Sargent. So just like English did in the bottom of the 3rd, they led off with a walk. Here comes Somerville with a walk, and let's see. The Bulldogs couldn't capitalize. Let's see what the Highlanders do, and Curley quickly trying to keep him close as they stole on him in the 3rd inning. It was Diaz who stole. And right now this game could come down to a manufactured run here. Run or 2 might be the difference. So Curley trying to keep him close, playing catch with Briston Maynard over at first. Not a big lead. Nice pitch by Devin as he's pitching out of the stretch here with the runner at first. This is Josh Santos. He grounded out to 3rd in the 1st inning. Nice pitch as Santos way out in front of that one as Curley had him fooled. Just got a piece of it. Runner on first, nobody out here. And Curley, even though the runner has not got much of a lead, only 3 or 4 steps off the base, Curley's throwing over to keep him honest. Ooh, beautiful off-speed pitch. Fooled him. Nice pitch by Curley. Santos goes down swinging. For Devin, that's his 3rd strikeout of the game, all swinging. That brings up Kevin Camaro. Hit the ball. The hardest hit ball of the game so far was a line out to left field. He hit it right on the button, but right at the left fielder for English. And that is Rafi Rojas. Ball gets away from Rodriguez, and Sargent able to easily make it down to 2nd. I was looking down for just checking the left fielder for English, so I didn't see. I believe that was a passed ball by Rodriguez, but I Missed that. Anyway, runner at second with one down, so Somerville threatening again here. And that ball just tapped. Foul. On deck is the first baseman, Dylan Zrakit. Out in front of it, as Curley's these off-speed pitches have Somerville kind of off balance here as they're way out in front of them. Oh, Curley looking to strike out this batter with a runner in scoring position. 0-0. Here we are in the top of the fourth. Ooh, that time stroke to left again, but nice play by Rojas, as that time actually Camaro was fooled and still hit it on the button. So twice he's hit that ball hard in the same spot. That time Rojas had got a nice jump on it and was able to make the put out. So that'll bring up Zrakit with 2 down here. Moretta fakes the pickoff. Called strike. 0-1 to count. Curley looking to get out of another mini jam here. Same thing. He got out of this a similar situation in the third with a man on second, 2 down. And that time got the ball in on the hands, and it was a pop out to Billy Allen over in foul territory, and that'll do it for Somerville. And at the end of 3.5 here, it's Somerville 0 and Lynn English 0. In the bottom of the fourth, the Bulldogs will send up Jomar Moretta, the number 2 batter, then Briston Maynard, followed by Billy Allen. Jomar drew a base on balls in the first inning, but they got him on a double play. Hit hard, but right at the shortstop. Easy throw over. So Moretta hit it right on the numbers, but grounded it sharply to short. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 out. Brings up Briston Maynard. He grounded into a double play in the first inning. Playing him shallow and not really to pull. Just off the corner there, as outfield playing very shallow. Maynard with some power. He's got some room right down the line, and I guess shaded on the corner for a called strike. The center fielder shaded a little to right, but not much. Pretty much straight away. Allen on deck, 1 out. Took a full swing on that one and just got a piece of it. 1-2 to count. A well-played game here. Well pitched, nice fielding. 1 error so far, and that was in the first inning on the catcher for Somerville, Nolan Roach, who dropped a foul pop. Off-speed pitch. High and outside. 2-2 the count on Briston Maynard. Looking to drive something here. Outside. Count runs full. Oh no, 2-2 the count. Maynard fouls that one off. And it just, Kamara, the third baseman, Kevin Kamara, ran all the way out into almost to the bullpen in left field, but just couldn't get there in time as Maynard with a high foul. Count remains 2-2. Dubuque looks in. And that ball is hit hard, but right to the right fielder. It looked like when it came off the bat, I thought that might be in the gap there, but it didn't really travel. And Maynard is retired on a fly out to right field. Brings up Billy Allen. He flied out to right field in the second inning. Outside and high. English still looking for their first hit of the game. Once again, hit on the button, but right at the shortstop, but the throw got by the first baseman, so probably have to give a throwing error to the shortstop there because he had him in plenty of time. Ball was hit on all three English batters have hit the ball right on the button, but right at the fielders. That one to the shortstop, but Hawkins throw over to first with plenty of time, but bounced past the first baseman, so we give a throwing error to the shortstop. But Allen on base with 2 down. See if Billy is moving. With the DH Juan Suburvi up, he could even try a hit and run here. Let's see. A little low. Catcher threatens throw it down, but doesn't. Allen with the lead. Suburvi out in front of it and fouls that over past the third base coach. And we'll do it again. So, runner on first is Allen, gets there on a throwing error by the shortstop. Once again, Suburvi just getting a piece of it as he was fooled by that pitch. Juan looking to drive something in the gap here and bring Allen around. Figueroa in the on-deck circle. 2 strikes. And that ball is hit to right and gets over the right fielder all the way to the fence. Here comes Allen. Suburvi will hold up at second. And Juan Suburvi drives a double over the right fielder for the first run of the game as he knocks in Billy Allen, who comes all the way around from first. As the right fielder might have been fooled, although it looked like he may have come in. He didn't really pick up the ball and leaped, but it went over his head. It was hit well to the opposite field as Juan Suburvi with an RBI double and English on the board. As they lead 1-0, Suburvi on second, and Figueroa fouls that one back. Oh, and 1 the count. Runner on second, 2 down here. Juan Suburvi puts English on the board with that ball. Once again, it bounces in. Nope. Looked like Somerville might be coming, but they hold him up as Figueroa plunks one into right field. And we got runners on the corners here. First and third as Somerville with the first hit of the game for English to drive in a run, and now Figueroa with a single to right. And we got runners at first and third. Rodriguez looking over to the manager, Doug Mullins, for the sign. Could have a safety squeeze, could have a... Not with two down, probably not with two down. But he's looking over for the sign here. So, let's see if the runner at first goes. There he goes. And the ball gets away from the catcher. And Somerville comes in as Dubuque's throw gets away from Roach. So, English with another run here as Figueroa took off. Roach couldn't handle the pitch, and Somerville comes in to score on the wild pitch, and English up on top 2-0 here as English pushes across 2 runs on 2 hits here in the bottom of the 4th, and Rodriguez up with Figueroa in scoring position. Little low. And the ball gets away from the catcher. So Rodriguez walks, and Figueroa scampers over to third on the pass ball there, and here comes the coach for Somerville as they've broken through here for 2 runs, and Dubuque maybe a little rattled here as Roach unable to handle that pitch. And Figueroa able to make it over to third as Rodriguez walks. So runners at the corners again. First and third, 2 down. Eric Ubry steps to the plate looking to drive in another run here. As the first one here, in the dugout, we hear the swing and a miss as he threw it by him. The chorus of Ubry, Ubry from his teammates. Let's see if that can get Eric going here. Swings at the first one and misses. As the runners lead off the corner. And there goes Rodriguez. And the throw down. And Figueroa gets caught off third. Mistake by Figueroa, wasn't paying attention. And nice throw down by Roach. Nails him at third. So, Dubuque, his battery mate Nolan Roach, who's been a little shaky here, bails him out there with a nice throw down to get Figueroa at third and end the inning. But English puts 2 runs across in the bottom of the 4th, and at the end of 4 complete, it's the Bulldogs 2 and Somerville nothing. So the Bulldogs push 2 runs across in the bottom of the 4th. The first one on a opposite field double by Juan Somerville, knocking in the first run, And the second one scoring on, as Somerville scores on a pass ball by the catcher. And English on top 2-0 as Somerville comes to bat here in the top of the fifth. This is number 33, Sam Bardunas. He struck out in the second. Somerville with a little low. One hit, and that, as I mentioned, that was a high fly in the infield that just dropped safely. So Devin Curley pitching an excellent game here, shutting out Somerville through 4. Little low. 2-0 the count. Somerville led off the 4th with a walk. So, and Curley behind here on the leadoff hitter, 2-0. Little off-speed pitch, tap a foul behind the plate. 2-1. Top of the 5th here at Fraser Field. English looking to go 2-0 on the season. They beat Malden 2-0. Lead right now 2-0. And that ball is poked foul over the fence in right field, and Curley fights back to a 2-2 count after falling behind 2-0. Outfield very shallow. Timeout called here as a ball was loose. No pitch there. Outfield, as I mentioned, very shallow. Just a good 20-30 feet beyond the infield here. All around. Big gap in left center. Swing and a miss as Curley had him fooled on the outside corner. Nice pitch by Devin. Sam Bardunas goes down swinging. Brings up Roach. Nolan Roach with that white batting helmet. Throws a little heat on the outside, but just outside, as Curley's had the batters off balance for much of the game here with this off-speed pitch. Every now and then he'll come in with a little bit of heat. He did there. A couple of fastballs by Devin. 1-1 the count. Nice pitch on the corner. 1-2 the count as actually playing Roach to go to the opposite field, shaded towards right field. Off-speed pitch. He was way out in front as Curley had him fooled. So 2 up and 2 down swinging. Devin Curley pitching a masterful game here through 4 2/3. 1 hit. 5 strikeouts. And only 1 walk. Keeping the runners off the bases. This is the DH, Austin Pacheco, called strike. Pacheco grounded out to the third baseman back in the 3rd inning. Looking to extend the inning as it's 2 up, 2 down as Curley has struck out the first 2 batters. And that ball is blooped and just to the right of the first base bag as Maynard attempted to pick up the short hop, got by him but fell. Ooh, just missed on the corner. Pacheco laid off, and Pacheco calls time. A few practice swings and steps back into the batter's box. Curley looking to retire the side in order here. Little high. And the pitch. Oh, high and inside, and he loses him. Pacheco takes a walk. We'll have to keep an eye on him as Manny Diaz has the only hit so far for Somerville. Not much of a hit. Well, let's keep an eye on the runner at first. See if he tries to steal a base, get into scoring position. Curley thinking the same thing, throws it over, throws the ball over to first, and he dives back in. So Curley definitely keeping his eye on Pacheco. I think he's going to go. And he goes. Ball's grounded to second. Nice play by Rosario as he fields the ball and is able to scamper back to second in time to retire the side. And so Diaz grounds out, and that'll do it for Somerville. And we're through 4.5 here, and English on top 2-0. Bottom of the 5th, and Eric Ubry coming to the plate. He was up at bat when Figueroa got picked off third base in the last inning as Eric fouls that one back into the stands. 1 strike. The Bulldogs looking to add to their 2-run lead. Little high. 1-1 the count. Rafi Rojas on deck. High. 2-1 the count. Ubry digs in. Little low. So we got a pitching change here. This is Brandon Buckley in replacing Brandon Dubuque, who pitched a nice game. And he's high and inside, and Ubry takes a leadoff walk here in the 5th. So now pitching for Somerville is Brandon Buckley. For Dubuque, he's charged with 2 runs. And we'll have a pinch runner for Ubry here. Let's see if I can make out who that is. Tough to pick out that number there. I think it's Christian Santos, number 18, running for Ubry. So Rojas in, runner on first, and let's see if Santos with speed as Buckley looks over. Rojas steps in. Santos leads off as Buckley just in relief, and it is I'm not sure what's going on with my camera person here. She almost fell off her chair there. There goes Santos. The throw down in, almost had him. Almost had him as Santos just slid in under the tag there. So runner in scoring position as Christian Santos steals second, and pitches low, gets by the catcher, and Santos over to third. So control problems for the relief pitcher here as he walked Eric Ubri to lead off the inning. Christian Santos ran for Ubri, stole second, and scampers over to third on a wild pitch. And Rojas looking to drive in the third run of the game. And that ball gets by the catcher, and Santos slides in head first. Buckley was covering. Heads up running by Santos. Didn't get by the catcher by too much, but pitcher is all over the place here. Roach couldn't stop it, and Santos slides in head first for the third run of the game. So far, no hits here, but a walk, stolen base, and two wild pitches, and English capitalizes. And that ball's inside, and once again it gets by the catcher, and Nolan Roach has had a workout here. Buckley all over the place as he walks his second batter. And we got Rafi Rojas on first. Nobody out, and that'll send up the leadoff hitter, Wilbur Rosario. He has struck out twice here. Throw over as Rojas thinking about another stolen base. And there goes Rojas. He picked the right pitch to steal second, was in the dirt, and easily makes it to second base. So, English with their second stolen base of the inning, and Buckley looking to put the ball near the plate, low, 2-0 the count. As I'm not sure if Buckley has thrown a pitch over the plate yet. Maybe one strike. That ball is high. Most of them have been low and in the dirt. That one's high. Rosario looks over for the sign. And walks on 4 straight pitches. So Buckley having trouble. And here comes Tim Dunphy, Somerville manager, to have a talk with the pitcher who can't find the plate. Buckley in relief of Brandon Dubuque, who went 4 innings, giving up 2 runs on only 2 hits. Pitched a good game. And those 2 runs scored in the 4th inning. English has put another run across here, and they lead by 3. And Buckley has been unable to find the plate here. That's his 3rd walk of the inning. And that brings up Jomar Moretta, the shortstop. He drew a base on balls in the first and grounded out to short in the third. And Moretta trying to sacrifice the runners over to second and third, putting them both in scoring position, but that bunt, he pushed foul. 0-1 the count. Two fast runners on the bases. You got Rojas on second and Rosario on first. Both of them can run. Little low. Nice play by Roach behind the plate. Backhanded that one. Both fouled straight back by Moretta. 2 strikes. Buckley would like to strike this batter out. High and tight. Ooh, called strike on the inside corner. Nice pitch by Buckley. Moretta doesn't believe it, but it doesn't matter. He's out on a called third strike right on the inside corner. That'll bring up Briston Maynard. 0-2 on the afternoon. He grounded into a double play in the first inning and flied out to right field in the fourth. Gonna get something going here. Called strike as Buckley settling down here. And Somerville has got another pitcher warming up out there. Tough to see him from this distance, but Maynard, that ball right off the fist, and it comes back down off the net behind home plate. So runners at first and second, 1 down now as Moretta takes a called third strike. Maynard a little squibber to third. That may be tough. And pitch gets by the first baseman. And Rojas comes around to score. A little squib down to third base by Maynard, who doesn't have a lot of speed. Third baseman really should have held that ball. There's no way he was going to get Maynard, but his throw was low, got by the first baseman, and Rojas comes around to score. Rosario to third. Runners at the corners as Maynard gets credited with a single on that. And it's now 4-0, runners at the corners. This is Allen. There goes Maynard. The throw down. And Rosario stays at third. 2 runners in scoring position as Briston Maynard steals second. Low, knocked down by Roach. English looking to break this game wide open. It's 4-0 now. 2 runs across here on, well, I guess on 1 hit and that little squib by Maynard. High and outside. Allen looking over for the sign. Runners inside. Allen would like to drive these runners in. Ball almost hits Allen, and he'll take first base. So the bases are loaded, and that is the 4th walk of the inning. Nowhere to put this, nowhere to put Somerville. As Juan steps to the plate. He doubled in the first run of the game to right over the right fielder's head in the 4th inning. He steps up here with a chance to break this game wide open. Bases are full. Pitch is high. As the reliever here, Brandon Buckley. Lots of control issues. He's walked 4 batters. And that ball is ripped. Two-run score here. A hard single by Juan Somerville knocks in 2 as Somerville, the hitting star here, 3 RBIs on the afternoon, and English with a 6-run lead now, 6-0. Runners at first and second. That ball was hit hard to center field. And that'll bring up Julio Figueroa, who singled. Back in the 4th inning. And we'll have a pinch runner here as Juan Somerville, hitting star of the game. Yeah, and they come out to congratulate Somerville on his hitting prowess, and we've got number 22, that'll be Nathaniel Espinal, pinch running. Figueroa at bat, 1 down. Ball fouled straight back. Four runs across the plate here in the bottom of the 5th. That ball is flied out to right field. Runners stay where they are. Short right field as Figueroa flies out to right. That'll bring up Alex Rodriguez as the 9th batter to come up in this inning. Runners at first and second, 2 down. Swing and a miss, gets by, and both runners advance. Ooh, Allen had ideas of taking 2 bases, but probably a wise move to hold up. So 2 more runners in scoring position. So Rodriguez looking to drive in 2 more. Right now it's 6-0 English. Outside. Allen bloops that one into left field. Nice try by the left fielder. Dove, but it got by him. And 2-run score. And Rodriguez legs it out as he dives headfirst into third for a triple. knocking in 2 more runs. It'll make it 8-0 as 6 runs come across here in the bottom of the 5th, and English has broken it open. It's 8-0 as Ubri up for the 2nd time as they've batted around. Eric started it out with a walk. Here he comes up again. Pitch is high. So it's been a tough outing for Brandon Buckley, the reliever. He came in here in the 5th inning and still looking to get out of this one. 6 runs have crossed the plate here. 2-0 the count. Alex Rodriguez over there on third. His ball wasn't hit hard to left field. Left fielder made a nice attempt, dove, just couldn't quite reach it, and it got by him for a triple, knocking in 2 runs. Ubri looking for his 2nd walk of the inning. Called strike. Haven't been too many of them this inning. As the chant of Ubri goes up again. Ooh, inside corner, nice pitch. He got Jomar Moretta and looked like he had settled down, but after that, a little squib by Briston Maynard for a single. And Ubri with his lays off of that high pitch, and Eric Ubri with 2 walks in the inning. And that'll bring up as Coach Dunphy comes out, and let's see if that's it. And Dunphy takes out Brandon Buckley, who had a tough outing, and let's see, this is number 8. That is Justin Schofield in looking to get out of this inning, as it was a tough one for Buckley. So Buckley goes 2/3 of an inning, gives up 6 runs on 3 hits and 5 walks, and still 2 outs in the inning. As Schofield takes some warm-up tosses here. Rafi Rojas waiting to step in. He walked his first time up as English has batted around here, broken the game up. It's broken it open, I should say. 8-0 on top. And it's been a long bottom of the 5th. Let's see if, I wonder if Devin Curley will come out. He pitched 5 scoreless innings, so in 2 successive outings this to open the season, the first game of the opener, Dax Billingsley went 5 shutout innings, and here Devin Curley has shut out Somerville over 5. I will see if he finishes this game out or if they bring in a reliever. And we're ready to go as Justin Schofield in relief of Brandon Buckley, who came in relieving the starter, Brandon Dubuque, in the 5th, and couldn't get out of the inning. So we got runners on the corners here. This is Rojas. Outside. Rodriguez on third. Ubri over on first. 2 outs. Rojas swings and misses. He was going for the fences with that swing. Outside. Cold strike on the inside corner as Rojas jumped out of the way, but it caught the inside corner. And Schofield looking to punch him out and get out of this inning. There goes Oubre. Ball's inside. But once again, for the second time in 2 innings, they pick off a runner off third as Rojas had drawn the walk, but Rodriguez wanders off third base and is picked off to end the inning. But in the inning, English puts 6 runs across the plate, and at the end of 5 complete, it's all Bulldogs. So Devin Curley comes out. See if he can complete this game. He's pitched a gem through 5. He's allowed 1 infield single. Otherwise, he'd be no-hitting Somerville. First pitch is fouled. Ooh, nice diving attempt by Rodriguez. May have shaken himself up a little bit as he dove for that one. As the ball. Nice effort by Alex Rodriguez as he laid out for that one, but couldn't quite reach it. Good sportsmanship there by the leadoff hitter Hawkins, who hands him the mask. And so it's 0-1 on that foul pop. Called strike as Devin Curley has allowed one hit. He struck out 5, 2 walks, 0 for 5 innings. No runs, shutout. Little low. As Hawkins looks to get on base. They need runners here as they trail by a bunch. Hawkins 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Grounded out to second and grounded back to the pitcher. And that one is fouled back. Got through the netting that time and landed back here in the bleachers, and the ball is rolling all the way back down. So Curley looking to add another strikeout here. Little change up, just boop. This could be a tough play. Allen, as he beats it out. Nice play by Allen, but that ball was just tapped to third, and Hawkins is able to leg it out for a single. So a leadoff hit, only their second, and neither of them have really been hit hard. Brings up the number 2 hitter, Luke Sargent. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Struck out in the first, drew a base on balls in the fourth. Not likely that this runner is going to be going anywhere, down 8 runs, but he might want to stay out of double play, and he does. And that ball is lined to right for a hit. Whew. Almost got Hawkins as not real good base running as he was stealing. It was maybe a hit and run and was lined to right field, and Hawkins took a big turn as though he was going to go to third and almost got picked off at second. So first 2 runners on as Sargent lines the ball to right for a hit. And that'll bring up Josh Santos, Devin Curley was in the dugout for a long time, probably close to 20 minutes, and he may have, not easy to come back sometimes. Inside. I wasn't sure if with that big lead whether he'd be taking the mound here in the top of the sixth, but he is, and first two runners have gotten on. Let's see if he can come back here. And that ball is tapped. Foul. Curley waited a little while. He probably should have tapped that right away, because if it had rolled back fair, there was no way. This is just like Sargent's little tap to Allen. This one right down the third baseline, and there'd been no way he could have thrown him out. So first hard hit ball off Devin Curley was that see, that's nice play by Rosario as he ranges out into right field for the first out. So one down. And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Kevin Kamara, who actually had lined out twice to Rojas in left field. Once in the second and again in the fourth. Curley looks in. Two runners on, one out. Off-speed pitch again. Called strike on the corner. So far, he hasn't been able to fool Kamara. He's been able to fool most of the Highlanders, but Kamara has had his number, although no base hits yet. Like to drive in a couple of runs here and get Somerville, maybe get Somerville back in this somehow. Low. Both runners advance. As it got by Rodriguez, and he wisely held on to the ball. No sense throwing the ball in the left field. So two runners in scoring position for Somerville, but they trail by 8. 2 on, 1 out. Curley. That ball is grounded. Nice play by Maynard. Curley covering. Heads up play by Devin Curley as that ball was grounded to right. Nice play by Maynard as he went down on one knee. And Somerville pushes a run across. Kamara gets credit for the RBI, and that'll go Maynard to Curley for the putout. And Somerville is on the board. 8-1. Whew. Change up. Way as Zrakit way out in front of that one. 2 down, man on first. This ball is grounded to third. Allen across to first, and that'll do it as Devin Curley comes back to retire the side. And Somerville with 1 run scoring on the ground out to first, and they finally score a run, and at the end of 5.5 innings, English on top 8-1. Oh, Wilbur Rosario, ooh. Hard inside as he jumps out of the way. Is on the mound for Somerville. That's number 8, Justin Schofield, and fouled off. We've been observing that is one long-legged pitcher out there. I don't know how tall he is, but just pitches high as Rosario leads off here in the 6th inning. Somerville scored a run in the bottom of the fifth to break up the Curly shutout as Rosario fouls that pitch over the grandstands in right field. And Schofield on top quickly. That ball is misplayed by the center fielder as it goes over his head. And Rosario is going to head to third for triple. And Schofield backs him up as Rosario hit the ball. He hit the ball well, but it should have been caught. The center fielder came in, it went over his head, but we're going to give him a triple on that because he deserves it. That'll be a second triple on the season. He led off the game on Monday against Malden with a triple. So a leadoff triple here by Rosario. And this is Moretta, who he's 0-2. He drew a walk in the first, grounded out to short in the fourth, and was called out on strikes in the fifth, looking to knock in English's ninth run. Ooh, over his head. And Rosario trots in as that ball went right over Moretta's head for a wild pitch for Schofield, and English plates their ninth run. So base is empty now, and Moretta steps back in. Nice pitch as Schofield throws hard. And that ball went sailing right over Moretta's head. That's something that you don't forget easily. And now he's going on. Now he's pitching outside, and Moretta steps out. As Rosario leadoff triple and scores on the wild pitch. Ground ball to third. Throw across in time, and Moretta grounds out to third. So 1 out here in the top of the sixth, and that'll bring up Briston Maynard. He punched a little squib single over down the third baseline in the fifth inning and stole second, came around to score as English pushed across 6 runs in the bottom of the fifth to break this game open. They lead 9-1. Called strike on the inside corner. On deck, we have a pinch hitter. That's number 13, Kevin DePena. Maynard, sharp ground ball, just foul down the third baseline as he went the other way with it. Count is 1-2. 1 down here in the top of the sixth. Bottom of the sixth. Outside. Briston is 1-3 on the afternoon. Ooh, the ball is hit hard as hit right on the button to center field as the pitcher jerked his head down, just reflexively ducking out of the way, even though that pitch was, he's tall but not that tall. Maynard with a hard single up the middle, line to center field, and it'll bring up Billy Allen. He punches that ball foul down the right. Down the first baseline. Oh, not Allen. No, this is DePena. Pinch hitting for Billy Allen. Kevin DePena. 1-1 the count. Man on first. 1 out, 1 in here. And DePena gets plunked in the back, and he'll take first. Hit by pitch. It'll bring up number 22. This is Nathaniel Espinal. High and tight. Little low and outside. 2-0 the count. And the pitch to pick off, and they get him. And they get Maynard leaning the wrong way. Nice play by Schofield on the mound. Threw that ball to Hawkins at short, who had snuck in. And that'll be the third. The one, probably the only problem with the Bulldogs today has been their base running, as Espinal takes a called strike. That's the third runner for English that has gotten picked off. 2 on third base. I believe that was Rosario. Ooh, high and tight as Espinal dives out of the way. And DePena takes second. Rosario picked off third, and then Rodriguez picked off third, and Maynard. And both Maynard and Rodriguez, big guys, they're not going anywhere. Gotta be more, and that ball gets away as DePena scampers down to third, and Espinal will take the base on balls. But it's been all English. That's been the only criticism, has been the base running. Other than that, the pitching, superb pitching by Devin Curley, some timely hitting, and called strike on the corner. This is Julio Figueroa. Struck out in the second, had a single in the fourth, and flat out to right. And that ball is a high Baltimore chop fielded by the pitcher. And Figueroa didn't think that he was on, first baseman was on first base, but he's called out, and Somerville got their last shot here as English pushes one more run across in the bottom of the sixth, and they lead 9-1 as Figueroa grounds out to first to end the inning. And Somerville with one last chance, and we'll be back with you in a minute. So Somerville with one last chance here as they trail by 8 runs, and Devin Curley is replaced here by the hitting star of the game. This is Juan Suburvi, who was DH, and he's come in to see if he can close this one out in the 7th. And he's got Suburvi's got that windup where he turns his back Ooh, nice pitch on the inside corner, kind of for the older fans out there. Reminds me of Louis Tiant as he turns completely. And that ball is hit to right field and ranging to right to nab that one is Ubri, as he had to run to reach it, but he does, and so Bardunas leads off and flies out to right. That'll bring up Nolan Roach, 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Suburbi fools him as that sort of, he torques his body, and that off-speed pitch really had this batter fooled, as a little bit of a jerky motion here. I believe that was a called strike on the inside corner. Just missed on the corner inside. Outside. Just looking to put pitches over the plate here with an 8-run lead. And behind the plate, Rodriguez has been relieved by Steven Zapata. That ball was lined to center as Figueroa dove and kept it in front of him. So that ball falls in for a single for Roach. Hit hard, and it sunk. It was sinking fast, and Figueroa came running in, tried to dive and catch, but was able to keep the ball in front of him. And there goes Roach. Has to stay out of double play. I guess that's why he went, as Zapata in behind the plate in relief, in place of Rodriguez. A-Rod. Suburbi. Inside as Pacheco dives out of the way. Runner on second here. 1 out. That ball is grounded to second. Throw over. 2 down as Somerville down to their final out here. Pacheco grounds out to the second baseman. And that'll bring up number 17, Manny Diaz, who had the only hit through 5 innings. That little pop-up that just landed near the pitcher's mound. That was the only hit Devin Curley gave up through 5 innings. High before Somerville had a couple of hits in the 6th and scored their first run to break up his shutout. But that was it for Somerville. Runner on third now. Little squibber back to the mound. Suburbi to first, and that'll do it as Juan Suburbi comes in and closes out this game. And English with an easy win here, 9-1. And we'll do a quick wrap-up, as it looked like a real pitchers contest through 3. There was both pitchers shutting out and no-hitting the other team. Then Somerville got their first hit in the 3rd, They did get a hit, but Devin Curley pitched a sparkling game as he went 6 innings, allowing 3 hits, 1 run. He struck out 5 and walked 2. And Juan Suburvi came in to close it out. Juan Suburvi was also the hitting star of this game as he went 2 for 3, a double and a single, 3 RBIs, and Alex Rodriguez with a triple, knocked in 2. And English plays a very, very clean game. No errors. Somerville goes down by a score of 9-1. The losing pitcher, Brandon Dubuque, and the winner, Devin Curley. So the Bulldogs go 2-0 on the season. They win their first game of the year against Molden 2-0, and tonight they handle the Somerville Highlanders by a score of 9-1. And that'll do it for us. For my camera people, we've got Kevin Nguyen and Ariana De Jesus. And this is Ken Vorspan saying we hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you the next time.